it's Jenny, and today I'm sharing a card using the newest additions to the magical line from Miss Ink Stamps. First up is a set called Mischief Makers along with the coordinating dies. Next up is a set called Up to No Good along with its coordinating die, as well as a companion stencil made up of a bunch of different footprint trails. All of these goodies plus more go live on the Miss Ink Stamps website on Saturday, May 13th at 8 a.m. Central. Make sure to check out the link in the description box below to visit the Miss Ink Stamps Instagram for information on giveaways as well as additional design team sneak peeks. So to start on my card today, I'm going to trim down this cream colored cardstock to 8.5 by 5.5. Then I'm going to use some Distress Oxides in the colors Gathered Twigs, Antique Linen, Old Paper, and Frayed Burlap. And I'm going to smush those out onto a glass mat. Then I'm going to spritz them all with some water and use a thin piece of plastic packaging to add each of the colors to my cardstock. And my goal here is to make this look like a really old and yellowed piece of parchment. So I'm going to layer in the colors starting with the lightest, and I'm going to smush those out the most, and then I'm going to take tiny bits of the darker colors and add those in sporadically. Next, I'm going to spritz the whole panel with some water just to soften things up a bit and pick that up with a paper towel, and then go ahead and dry that panel a little bit with my heat tool. Then I'm going to use the Distress Oxide color Aged Mahogany to stamp out the images from the Up to No Good stamp set to create a map. Next, I'm going to use the companion stencil to add these fun little footprint trails all over the map. I'm also going to use the little footprint stamp that matches the stencil to fill in this gap. Once the map is all finished, I'm going to set that aside to dry and then pull in the Mischief Maker stamp set and stamp out one of the images onto some white cardstock and then go ahead and color that in with my Copic markers. Once my coloring was finished, I used a white gel pen to add in some dot highlights. Next, I used the coordinating die to trim out my image. After I had my image cut out, I brought in some Copic markers that matched my map and colored in the border. Next, I was planning on stamping out this banner onto some colored cardstock, but then decided to just go ahead and stamp that out onto some white cardstock and color it in with some Copics as well. Next, my plan is to have my map unfold on my card front, so I'm going to leave about 2.5 to 3 inches and then score it at every ½ inch. Then I made my card base. I ended up using the score lines to fold my map back in on itself so that when it closed it up, it fit onto an A2 size card front. And I did end up trimming off a little strip from each side so that it would fit. Next, I attached the unfolded piece of my map to my card front and left the folded pieces unattached. Then I added foam tape to my images and placed them onto the card front in a way that would hold the flaps down. You'll also see that I ended up bringing in an additional colored image to help with that process. So I wanted my images to overlap the folded edges slightly so that it holds it in place when you want the map closed, but so that it's still able to be unfolded and then put back together. And here I am deciding to bring in one more image to add to the card front. I added some liquid glue along with the foam tape so that the images would really withstand the opening and closing of the map. And here is the finished card. I'm gonna do a little unfold and then show how it goes back together. So you just carefully fold the flaps up under each of the images so that it holds everything in place. I'm super excited for this new release and all the new fun goodies coming to Missing Stamps. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!